I spent the first several minutes trying to locate any kind of fish on the drop. We have some horseshoes where the bayou just kind of meanders, and right here where the horseshoe is and the main portion of the bayou, it's pretty deep. There's a steep drop, and normally this time of year that's what I'm gonna do, but this has been abnormal because we're like 73 degrees today, and I think, what is this, January 5th or 6th? I think it's the 6th, actually the 7th. Where have I been? January 7th, 73 degrees today. The water temperature is in the mid 60s, and the fish are not in the deep water. I mean, obviously, because it's 60 something degrees, they're not going to be deep. So I think what I'm going to do is pick one of these horseshoes to go in. I just want to see some signs of like bait getting pushed to the surface, or some slicks, something like that, that shows that the predator fish are feeding. So that's what we got going on today. Nothing in the main bayou. Welcome back, everyone. If you're new, welcome to MDLR Fishing, and also welcome to the Upper Texas Gulf Coast. We are fishing the Chocolate Bay area today, seeing if we can catch anything. And by the way, this is my first trip of the season, or of the new year, so welcome to 2026. Hopefully we do not get skunked. So I got the monkey on my back. There it is. Look at that. That's a trout right there. 3 feet of water. And we get lucky. There it is. Let's get this guy in. Welcome to 2026 with a speckled trout. Little chunky male. All right, little jerk bait. 2.5 inch minnow imitation. Oh man. Okay, so we're gonna have to abandon our primary plan, which is just fishing along the main bayou, and we're gonna see if we can push inside these secondary bayous that have shallower water. I think that's where we're gonna find the fish. Kind of looked like a blow up. I don't know. I caught the tail end of it. I didn't have my eyes fixated right there. Could have been a mullet cast on it anyways. There's not much else to do. Just been nothing but endless casting and slowly bouncing this lure off the bottom. No bites, no nothing. Yeah, that's a mullet right there. I wonder if there's anything going after him. Oh, that hurt. Oh, man down. Oh my gosh, I took it to the chest, y'all. Dang, that hurt. Ouch. Probably bumped some oyster right here, and that's why I thought it was a bite. I got excited. I saw like the disturbance on the water, and I was like, oh, that's a fish over there. All right, I'm gonna anchor myself right here really quick. See what we got. 2.6 feet. Yeah, I'm barely anchored down. My fish finder is not reading the correct depth or temperature anymore. I bought a new transducer thinking that's what was going to help it, but it's still not reading any giving me the correct readings, because it's saying 2.6. That's a 4 foot long, and if we were in 2.5 feet of water, my stakeout pole would definitely have hit. Anyhow, guess I gotta think about getting a new fish finder here really soon. Hope I can put an SD card in here somewhere to pull all my waypoints off of it, because that'll be a bummer if I can't. I'm pretty sure I can. I just got to look it up. Well, it sucks having to talk about fishing equipment because there's a lack of bites. No fish out here today. Normally you would just, probably fish it the way you would fall time. I wish that's the way it worked. You're having an abnormal, warm winter day. Just do what you do during the fall time and the fish will be there, but that's not the case. I guess we're going to have to put in some miles, put in the hours. Hopefully that does not turn into rain. It wasn't forecasted. I didn't bring a jacket or anything like that to keep me dry. Eesh, it's showing 25%. Well, way to update the weatherman. During the winter, fishing it slows down a lot. You'll notice a lot of creators, their lack of posting, including mine. I'm not going to act like I'm the only one who fishes during the winter time. It's very tough to fish during this time of year because everything slows down significantly. And that's why you always see me in the kayak, because I have a better opportunity at catching these fellas because I'm not confined to one spot. If I were, oh man, it would be very, very long hours of fishing with little to no bites whatsoever. Not fun whenever you come out here for 6 to 8 hours and you don't get any bites. I do recommend using live bait this time of year. It's going to help you out. You give them the real deal, and if they don't want that, it just wasn't meant to be. You can get lucky and catch them with these artificials, but it just makes your job really difficult. And there's a reason why guides use popping corks and live bait. They want to make sure that their clients get on plenty of fish. There's a thump. So I got hit twice. I'm thinking it's a flounder. Yeah, he's moving just a little bit. Yeah, he repositioned right there. Oh, this has got some weight. We probably got a serious fish on. I knew it was a flounder just by the way he bit. Bouncing it off the bottom. Thank goodness I wait for him to reposition that lure. The first keeper of the season happens to be a flounder. The season's open for these guys as well. All right, buddy. Chill out, chill out. There we go. Actually, I don't know that that's going to be a keeper. I don't have a measure board, so honestly couldn't tell you if it is or isn't. There we go. That's not a keeper, but a nice fish nonetheless. Really nice to be able to catch something like that. All right, we'll see you later, dude. Speckled trout, flounder, not bad. Got him on a small, tiny minnow imitation right there, 2.5 inches long. Got to get another one on. I think we got hit. I'm just waiting to see if I can feel a repositioning of that lure. If not, I think I just went into a pothole, or I got snagged on a piece of oyster or something, but it felt like a hit. Now, there's a lot of tension on my line, but I'm not feeling any like pullback. I think I'm on structure of some sort. Whatever it is, I'm dragging it. Oh, no, that's a fish. That's a fish for sure. I just felt him reposition that lure. I may have pulled it out of his mouth, so he rebit it. We're dealing with another flounder, most likely. Come on, dude, do something. I don't want you to get gut hooked. I don't understand why he would be holding it for so long. You should have already rebit it. Alright, I'm going to just lightly set the hook. Hopefully I don't gut hook this guy. We got him, that's for sure. Oh, another nice one. Alright. Let's see. Alright, buddy. Alright. Chill. Okay, chill. Take my glasses off. See what we're working with. I need you to say ah. Come on, say ah. Yeah, he doesn't want to open his mouth. There we go. Come on. No. There we are. We got that. All right, chill out. I'm on your team. It's in there. Yeah, I waited too long. Shame on me. But that's what I use forceps for. Look at that. Got to get you some forceps. That's about the only thing that I'm using to help take care of these fish. Come on, dude, get off. Small little undersized flounder, thank goodness for the forceps. No wounds, no nothing. We'll see you later, dude. It happens. You wait too long, eventually they'll get that thing and swallow it. It's such a tiny lure, I should just be able to set the hook whenever I feel the thump from now on, just to avoid what just happened to us. Thank goodness we were able to get that guy off. There's a lot of flounder out here. That's the second one that we've caught, but I have felt like one or two other bites that felt like a flounder. Very iconic thump whenever they get a hold of your lure. Got these vultures flying around. Ooh, damn, it stinks. Probably a dead cow. That's my cue to get out of here. That's what these vultures are probably circling around. Yeah, this is the furthest that I'm gonna go. It stinks bad, y'all. I mean, it stinks really, really bad. I don't think anybody should have to smell that. So I'll just drop a waypoint right there. Mark where I'm at. Take a look at Google Maps later on and see just how far I came in. Yeah, 0 bites back here. That's a shame. I was hoping that I would find like a redfish safe haven. No such luck. All right, let's get out of here and make our way back to the main bayou, back to more salt water. because I honestly think that this is primarily freshwater. Dang, bro. Speckled trout. It's been pretty quiet. These winds have really picked up as well. All right, I hope. Oh, this guy, he must have been hungry because he truly swallowed it. I didn't even feel the bite. Oh man, this is gonna suck. All right, I don't know if we're gonna get lucky again to get this one out. And we are lucky. See you later, buddy. All right. Yeah, the winds are pretty nasty right now. I gotta go very slow, so since I gotta do that, I may as well cast, and we've been blind casting forever. Why do I gotta go slow? It's because those winds are 11 knots. That's pretty dangerous whenever they get that high and you got a lot of open water, which we do. Right out here to my right hand side is the main bayou, and there's nothing impeding the wind, so it stirs up the surface of the water. Pretty nasty swells. The water chop is nasty, especially for a small kayak like this. You got a big boat, a flat bottom, a John boat, anything like that, I don't think you really have anything to worry about. In a kayak, you don't got nothing to worry about, so long as you're going slow. The water ain't gonna come up and splash all over the darn place, get you wet, anything like, oh my gosh, yeah. Does not matter what I do with this Baits fishing reel. The braking system is just, it does not compare to that of a Lew's. Why am I still using the Baits? Well, that's because it casts exceptionally well. So you can't have the best of both worlds. It casts a little bit further than my Lew's, but my Lew's has amazing, like, braking, an amazing braking system. Oh boy. It'd be nice to catch something. Getting about 12 yards on my cast. That's how strong that headwind is. I'm very curious, how far can I cast the Lew's? Oh, significantly further. A lot of bait out here, so I don't think that's the issue. I'm seeing shrimp, mullet, minnows. There's a lot of bait in the water. The fish just aren't here right now. Maybe they're inside the main bayou, I don't know. I did a lot of zigzag with the kayak, running the trolling motor on the drop earlier on in the day, trying to see if we could locate anything that was going to be in the deep, right alongside the drop in the deeper water, but there's nothing out here. So I've not identified any fish marks, and I haven't played around in the open water to see if the fish were inside the middle of the bayou. All right, that should lighten our load. I didn't really want to put the cart under that kayak and try to carry it back over here to the truck. Whenever we launched, that thing was super heavy. Primarily the battery and the trolling motor is where the bulk of that weight comes from. Just wasn't fun. Thing is like a battleship. good when you get it on the water, but it is no fun trying to get it to the water. Let's see, put that back, and let's get the cart. It's been a good day. It could have been a lot worse. We could have spent the entire day trying to find one bite, but thank goodness we were able to catch a couple of fish. 2 flounder, not bad. I had another one that bit. Every time I set the hook on those bites that felt like flounder, they weren't home. So who knows? Chances are they probably weren't going to be keepers anyways. Everything that was biting was pretty small. All right, well, that's going to do it for this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing what 2026 has to offer. For all of y'all that have stuck with me to the end of this video, I really appreciate it, because y'all are the ones that truly make the channel go round, and yeah, I can't tell y'all enough how much I appreciate that. If you're interested in any of the gear that I was using, a lot of it's going to be linked in the video description down below, so check it out. If you go to Amazon and you make a purchase, that's one way that we do earn a little bit of money. They will give me a small tiny commission for all the links that I have for some of the gear that I purchased from there, so really appreciate that as well. Until next time, tight lines, y'all.